Hello, I'm Weston. I love talking about the Rangers, and that's the first time I've said that. And I just spent like 20 minutes recording this exact same video just to realize at the end of it, I never started recording, and I'm very sad now. So this is probably going to be a little bit faster than the first run through. So, if I kind of breeze through things, sorry, but I already recorded this once, but apparently didn't. So I just sat in my room talking to nothing for 20 minutes. Which is really funny if you think about it. Anyway, so I love the Rangers, and I want to start talking about the NHL and hockey at large, and specifically the Rangers, because again, I love them. My three teams are the Jets, Rangers, and Astros. Don't ask me how it happened, it just did. And since the Jets are terrible, and I don't really feel like talking about them all that much, the Astros haven't really done anything, and neither has MLB at all. Like, it's been silent. I figure it's time to start talking about hockey and the Rangers. So, the first bit of hockey news is gut-wrenching and cripplingly sad for me, and I think all Rangers fans. Henrik Lundqvist, longtime Rangers goalie, leader in wins for the franchise and shutouts for the franchise, will miss the upcoming season with the Washington Capitals with a heart condition. And I don't know what to say. Yesterday, I was having a fine morning, and then I started scrolling through my feed on Instagram, and I saw his post, and I was just totally shook. Like, I couldn't compute. Henrik Lundqvist, yes, he is older in the scheme of hockey players and athletes at large, but he's 38. This is not an old person. This is a young to middle-aged person, not even middle-aged yet. I would still say young. And now he has a heart condition. That's insane. And what's even more sad is that the unbelievable career of Henrik Lundqvist, that is truly inspirational. It's incredible. From a super late 7th round pick to Madison Square Garden to being the goalie of one of the biggest franchises in the NHL, and this unbelievable career of Vezina, All-Star appearances, and just 4th all-time in wins. And if this doesn't get better, which, please, for the love of God, I hope this gets better, his final game could be a Game 2 loss in the play-in round in front of no one. And that is soul-crushingly sad. Lundqvist did not deserve that. He deserved to go out with the stadium roaring, chanting his name, not quietly in a dome in Toronto. Or in a hub in Toronto, excuse me. And that is just... Obviously, we hope and pray that he gets better for himself, because going through life with that would be awful for him, and so obviously we hope it gets better for that reason, but also so he can play at least another season, because that is not how you want a player like Henrik Lundqvist to go out. And now that I've made everyone kind of sad with that, hopefully I can give everyone emotional whiplash by moving on to the next topic that is super exciting, which is the tentative season plans that were just talked about a few hours ago. It was just announced a little bit ago. The tentative plans is a 56-game schedule. The NHL officially announced that the tentative plan is on a go. A 56-game schedule starting January 13th. Camp will begin January 3rd. And a little bit more information about it. It will be a 23-man roster with a 4 to 6-man taxi squad, and the cap for the season for all teams is going to be $81.5 million. We're close. We're close to NHL hockey. We are just a little over 2 weeks out from camp. If that remains the plan and that remains a go, we are a little over 2 weeks out, just a touch over 2 weeks out from camp, and just a little under a month from actual NHL regular season games again, which, please, I want to start recapping hockey games. I want to so bad. And spoiler alert, I'm going to recap Rangers games. That's coming up, but I'm going to talk about that more at the end. And another little rumor about the upcoming season, I'm not sure if it's true or not, it very well could not be true, that is certainly a possibility, is that the Rangers and Bruins would open up against each other on opening night. It would be, I believe it said, the second game of the evening, the rumor is, which that'd be pretty neat. Boston and New York teams hate each other. Look at the Jets and Patriots, the Yankees and Red Sox, like, we hate each other, so that'd be kind of a neat way to open up the season. And even if it's not Boston, I'm just looking forward to any NHL game, because the last 4 games we've watched with the Rangers were all losses, and I think we all kind of want to turn the page and move on to the next one. Which, the next page of hockey in general, is the World Juniors that is starting Christmas Day, so in a week from now. Christmas is a week away, that is weird to think about. So yeah, the World Juniors will hopefully be starting Christmas Day, and I'm very much looking forward to that. I'm also going to recap, my plan is to recap the World Junior games for the USA, because, spoiler alert, I'm in the USA, and I will be rooting for Team USA. Obviously. I'm not going to be rooting for Switzerland. Now, there are 2 Rangers that will be on Team USA. One notable Ranger that isn't for any team is Lafreniere. He is in New York, and he is getting ready for the season. To all accounts of information, Lafreniere has his eyes on opening night and working towards getting there, which, young kid, just got drafted first overall. You love to see that. You love to see, because I think we all would agree, he kind of knows he's probably going to be there for opening night, but that he has the work ethic to say, no, I don't want to go play with Canada, I want to do this. Or maybe it was the Rangers saying it, but maybe it was a bit of both. But I like that he has his eyes on opening night. That makes me very happy about, I believe he was the former team captain for Canada in the 19 World Junior. So that's really nice. Again, like I said, we have 2 Rangers on Team USA, and God, I don't like talking about this. I really don't, but I'm going to. The Rangers have a forward and a defenseman on Team USA. The defenseman is named Hunter Skinner, and he was a 4th-round pick for the Rangers in 2019. He is 19 years old, and he is a defenseman. And good Lord, I don't want to say this next part, but I'm going to. You ever have a moment? This is not sports related at all. You ever have a moment where, like, you see something and you go, huh, that's interesting, and then it fully clicks in your mind what that thing means? So I look up the forward that we have for Team USA from the Rangers, and his name is Brett Bernard, and I'm like, oh, neat, he was drafted just this past year, 5th round of 2020, that's neat. Looking at statistics, oh neat, he shoots left-handed, oh neat, he's 5'9", looking through some more statistics, oh neat, he was born September of 2002, and then boom, it hit me that he is 2 months younger than me. Because I was born in late June of 2002, and he was born about 2 months later than me, and I was not mentally prepared for this information, and it hit me like a semi. Or if you want to use a hockey analogy, it hit me like Zdeno Chara. I was not prepared for that as I sat in this here office chair looking through his Elite Scout page. But nonetheless, here we are. I had to find out that there is a Ranger that I will be cheering for in about a week who is younger than me. And I was not prepared for that. Because I'm a young guy. Like I said, I'm 18. Like, I'm not old or anything. And he's younger than me, which makes me very depressed. Because he can skate infinitely better than I can. Because I cannot skate at all. So yeah, I hate that fact. I hope he does well. I hope he does something insane, like scores 5 goals a game. Like, I'm rooting for the guy. But he's younger than me, and I wasn't prepared for that in my brain. So that is all the news that I wanted to get out of the way for this. Now, I believe I did mention it, but I wanted to say it again and double down on it. I'm going to recap every Rangers game. Exactly what I did for the Astros. Exactly what I have done the past 3 weeks for the Jets. After every Rangers game, I'm going to sit down with my little notes in my notebook, and I'm going to come right here in this here chair, and I'm going to say, hey, I love talking about the Rangers, and I'm going to recap the game to the best of my ability. I'm not entirely sure how I want to recap a hockey game. I am probably going to rewatch a hockey game from this past year and take notes and act as if it was a live game. And if you guys would like to see that, like, mentality and, like, I guess, like, a demo almost of the soon-to-be Ranger recaps, tell me in the comments and I will post it. If not, I'll probably just rewatch it and be like, okay, this is what I like that I did or what I don't like. But yeah, in a few weeks, I'll be recapping all the Rangers games. I also plan, obviously, next year to recap all the Astros games, and next year, in the fall, to recap all of the Jets games, which means by the end of next year, I will probably do another 200 recaps just in the year of 2021, which is daunting, to say the least. But I look forward to it. I look forward to this challenge of every night, sometimes more than once a night, because hockey will bleed into baseball, maybe more than once a night, coming on here and recapping games. I'm super pumped about that. Another thing I'm super excited for is we hit 2,000 channel views, which, I don't have a party popper nearby. Actually, hark, I do. I was wrong. I do. We hit 2,000 channel views. That is freaking awesome. I want to thank everyone who's watched a video, because you helped accumulate me to 2,000 channel views, and that's awesome. Like, I am just an idiot in a little room in my house in Florida, and you guys have let me say that I have had 2,000 people listen to me ramble about weird stuff, which is incredible, and I am so flattered that you've given me your time to talk about the Astros, or to talk about baseball, or to talk about the Jets, or now to talk about hockey. That's awesome. Like, it means so much to me that people have done that. And I think it was very funny. I also want to thank everyone for my last video, the Jets-Seahawks recap, where we got shellacked 40-3. That is now my second most viewed video, narrowly behind Game 6 of the ALCS Astros and the Rays. Which, I like how my two most viewed videos are my highest point on the channel, like the most excited I've ever been as a sports fan while running this channel, like, so since July, like, 12th of this year, and the lowest, which was losing to the Seahawks by 37. I think that is kind of funny in a way. But yeah, 2,000 channel views. I can't thank you guys enough. That means so much to me. And the other thing is I have an Instagram account now for the channel. It's not my personal or anything, and I'm probably just going to be posting random stories and random little thoughts that I have that pop into my head about baseball, hockey, or football. But if you want to go follow that, it's Weston's Dumb Sports Thoughts, and it's going to be in a link in the description below if you want to go follow that. It would mean so much to me if you did. So yeah. That's the video. I hope you all enjoyed it. Thank you so very much for watching it. I hope you all have an absolutely fantastic day. I will talk to you guys soon, hopefully. And go Rangers!